Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, I'm Syahira Ruqaya. So, in this time, I will share you about some material by my understanding. So, what material, what will I share with you? Let's continue this video. The first material is how to deal with different types of young learners. Dealing with passive and active learners, and we need to be able to deal with the various differences that exist in young learners, such as active student and passive student. What we as teachers can do is, the first is vary the text. We can combine listening, speaking, writing, reading, vocabulary, or grammar. So in each text that will be given, we can combine various types of skills such as listening, reading, writing, using grammar, mastering vocabulary. This can help active and passive students to improve their English. The two is give everyone equal chance to speak up. In every lesson that takes place, we as teachers should provide opportunities for a student to express their opinion so that no student feels that they are being excluded. The three is give reinforcement or a compliment or reward. In the learning process that take place in class or when checking student homework, we as teachers can give praise to students for their efforts that that this can make students more motivated and feel valued in learning. Number 4 is walk around the class so everyone will get your attention. If in the class we can occasionally go around the class to be able to make students pay more attention to what we are teaching. This can also help us to be able to interact with students. Number 5 is mix the passive and active student in the same group. As teachers, we can make active and passive students into one group with the aim that they can both learn in their own style and as comfortable as they are. Or we can also train our students to be able to work well together. Number 6, change the seating arrangement. One of the factors that make passive children more passive is because of their less visible sitting position. Because of this, we as teachers can occasionally adjust their sitting position by swapping seats. Number 7, call out their name. Its meaning like as teachers, we should try to familiarize ourselves with students, know why can do this, to call their name often, such as when giving praise, we should mention their names. Number 8, give motivation words. By providing words that can motivate them or can arouse their enthusiasm and comfort in learning. Our students will feel more comfortable. For example, when there are children who passively answer a question, we can appreciate it and say implicitly or softly to ask them to answer more often. Number 9 or the last is do personal approach if all else fail. The meaning is but everything that has been mentioned above can fail. So the way we can do this is to invite passive students to talk and discuss the reason why they choose to remain silent. The next, how to deal with slow and fast learners. A teacher, we need to first is apply pair tutorial. The point is that the students who can learn quickly help children who tend to be slower. And the next is apply mixed group. I mean fast and slow learner children in group discussion. As teacher, we can combine children who can learn quickly with children who learn slowly in one discussion group, so the children who learn more slowly can be taught or understood indirectly from children who learn quickly. Next, do comprehension check, especially on the slow learners. As teachers, we can do a simple test to measure the extent to which children understand, especially slow learners. Ask questions to both types. As teachers, we can give questions whose content repeats the material present. Walk around the class. To be able to make children pay more attention, we can walk around the classroom while interact with students and giving material. Vary in learning methods. To be able to balance children's learning type, teachers should apply various learning style or method in delivering material. Vary the level of difficulties of the text, or assignment, or test. The point is that as teachers, we can give various forms of assessment to children. Change the seating arrangement regularly. The point is that we can adjust the sitting position of children in class by adjusting how and how quickly the child learns by taking turns sitting position. Give special treatment or attention to the slow learners. Especially for children who learn more slowly, we can pay more attention. For example, we can ask the child to name the material that has been discussed. Next is give enrichment or extra exercise to the fast learners, especially for the children who learn faster. As teacher, we can provide simple practicum, such as asking the child to do Simon Says, which will be followed by other friends. Next is give remedial teaching to the slow learners. As a teacher, it would be a good idea to occasionally do remedial for slow learner children. This is expected to help the child to be able to better understand what is not right and what is correct. Give feedback so students know their ability. The meaning is we as teachers should give appreciation to students, such as when they answer a question, get great answers that are correct or incorrect. The last is the personal approach. Talk to a specific learner if needed. If there are many ways have been done, it still fails that we can invite the child to talk personally or talk to her parents. Principle of TYL. Principle of TYL, they have spoken words, writing letter, and receptive words and productive letter. Spoken skills, there are listening and speaking. Writing skills, there are reading and writing. Receptive skills, there are listening and reading. And productive skills, speaking and writing. Next is about the type of learning. Implicit learning refers to learning without intention. In implicit learning, a permanent modification of the organism activity resulting from its interaction with the external environment in the absence of intention and awareness about the learning materials and method. For example, it's like the role play. Next, contextual learning is a learning concept that helps teachers relate the material they teach to a real-world situation and encourage students to make connection between the material they teach and its application in their life as members of their families or communities. The teacher for example, the teacher practice swimming the butterfly style in the front of the student. The teacher display a picture of a human skeleton to show the parts of the human skeleton. Next is learning center focus on the interaction. Not usually listening, students are more active in complement project, presentation, or group work. For example, presentation in a class. Next is meaningful learning. Refers to the concept that the learned knowledge is fully understood by the individuals and that the individual knows how to specific past relate to other strategies. For example, examples of meaningful learning strategies include like active learning, project-based learning, encourage-based learning, experiential learning, and peer combination collaboration.